Hello and welcome to Prayers on Paper. I am Maria, and today I think I want to make a cover for this journal. I've been kind of putting this together slowly, using my free preview bundle, pages from the printables from that free kit, which I'll link in the description. Mixed with all sorts of fun stuff in here. So today I think we're going to make a cover, because right now it's just regular paper. This is like a thicker collage, but this back is just paper. It's actually held up pretty well, but we're going to cover it. So I'm thinking I'll need some cardstock, maybe some fabric. We'll see what happens. I've got this just kind of simple binding here. I don't really know what this is called. I would just call it a no-sew binding, where I just feed the string through the middle of each signature and then around the spine. So I think I'm going to put this cover through that if I can, and keep this on the outside. Something like that. That's kind of the general idea. So let's see. To extend this a little bit so it goes to the edge of the journal, because right now it's a little short. I'm just going to like loosely attach this because I'm going to sew everything down. And I'm just using the glue I have. I don't even know. I stole this from the kids because my creative space is not really organized yet. I'm just kind of slapping this together quickly. I usually don't have a ton of time for crafting, so I generally just have to kind of put things together quickly. And again, I'm going to sew this into place, so I'm not too concerned with it being like fully secured. Alright, I'm going to let this dry, but the idea is, obviously I'm going to trim this, and then I'm going to line the inside with this fabric, and I think that'll be really pretty. So we're going to let this dry, and then we'll keep going with the next step. Okay, this is now dry, so I am going to go ahead and just trim this off and then stitch around. Just going to cut this off because that'll be easier. Actually, I think I wanted to make this longer. So I'm going to just leave this because I think I want this to extend. So I'm going to cut this like right here. And I think it'll still be okay. I think I might actually rip this because I like that better. I wonder if this cardstock will rip easily or not. I don't know. We'll find out together. Oh yeah. I just like that ripped edge. I like that. Okay. Yeah. We'll put something on that at some point because I cut that where I didn't want to. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and like stitch around this. And I think that's it for right now. So I'll be back. Yes, I have purple thread in right now, which probably wouldn't be the best, but I'm going to go with it, and I think it'll be okay. I'm going to start at the bottom corner here. Okay, so we've got this stitched on. See, just trim those a little. And it's a mess on the inside, but no big deal. We're going to cover that in a second. All right, so what we want to do is line this with this fabric. So I'm going to get a piece. Kind of like that printed part. Okay, so this is just kind of a loose measurement. I'm not doing anything like super exact. So I'm just going to hold it up here. I just think this is so pretty. I'll put this on top. And then I'll get this up. Okay. So I'm just going to line this up as best I can because this doesn't seem exactly straight. Okay. And then I'm just going to make a couple cuts and then rip it because I love that frayed edge when you rip fabric. Okay, I'm just going to cut it here. And then also here about. Okay. So I'm just going to take this and rip it. And do a nice straight edge. And then this one as well. There we go. Oops. All right, let me trim this. Okay, so now I'm just gonna put a little bit of glue on this because I find that helps it to stay in place when I'm sewing. I could just clip it. You can see it's a little big, but I kind of like how those edges show on the outside. I'm just going to put a little bit. Maybe because I don't know where my clips are right now. I'm just kind of working in this craft space that is in sort of a transition. I don't want too much on there because I don't want it to bleed through. But even if it does, it's not the end of the world. Just a little bit here and there. Enough to set it in place. Just a little bit. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to let this dry just because I don't want to put wet glue through my machine and get my needle all clogged. But you can kind of get the idea of what it's going to be like. Yeah, I like it. Fun. I'm going to do some fun stuff there. Now I'm going to decide if I want to put it underneath. I think I still do. Underneath this. But that just gives it a lot more kind of structure, stability, holding it all together. So, okay, we'll let this dry, sew it up, go from there. Okay, we are back. This is dry. So I'm going to go ahead and just stitch around the edges. Okay, so I went and stitched around the edges a couple times. Trim that off. Okay. And so there we go. Pretty simple, but pretty sturdy. So we'll go ahead and I think I will slip this under here. A little bit. Okay. So I'll slip it under gently so we can get this kind of Okay, so here she is. I love how it turned out. I love these florals. I think they're so pretty. This fabric, I just found at like a thrift store in our town, and I've used it for a bunch of different things, but I love it. Okay, so I'm gonna end up decorating this a little more. Keep working on the journal. So thank you so much for crafting with me, and I hope you have a wonderful day.